Something just happened. I just like this. You know what? I'm going to wear the hat, okay? Something just happened. Did you feel it? Yes, something happened. Mercury is no longer retrograde. Now, come on. I mean, we would never accomplish anything if we relied on that. There's always something going retrograde. But something did shift, and I think it has to do with you and I. I want to share some really good news with you, and I want to show you a couple things that happened for me that I think are going to start happening for you. It's going to amaze you. Do you remember that phase we went through when things would disappear and show up someplace else? It was happening a lot for people. I think we're going back into it, and I'm going to explain what it is, why, and that it's really going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, there's a lot of fun in your future. Actually, there's a lot of fun today. Let's have some fun. Let's go. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. It's getting a little bit more humid here. You can always tell by the humidity by my hair. Hey, any of you who want to create a planet conscious business, make your purchases from companies that do that support our planet, and they don't harm anything. Clean up your body, clean up the planet. Let's get our act together. I have all those suggestions down in my description. Go click, check out water purifiers, all these things. Get the crap out of our bodies and start functioning properly. Why do you think Americans are so overweight? Sheesh, we're loaded with toxins. All right. I hope you subscribe, and I have something really cool to share with you today. And I'm going to talk about, as I did in my last video, stuff that just happens for you that's unexplainable. First of all, if you guys aren't familiar, I have a company called digitalexplorers.net. This is a free webinar down in the description. And I'm training people how to create planet conscious businesses, but we're creating real businesses. And Pepperdine University just contacted me and told me I am a finalist in the most fundable company in 2025. That's in the United States here. The most fundable company. Do you know what that tells me? That I'm doing some things right. That I have amazing potential, and I'm doing things that people want. I'm also doing things that investors have their eyes on. So wish me luck, because if I win this, if I am the actual pick, I'm going to be in Malibu at a big event, a big showcase event. I'll be in Entrepreneur Magazine, and I'm going to do a PR blitz. They're going to publicize my success nationwide. How does that work? Because I don't limit myself, but I don't cut corners. And a lot of us, we want to cut corners. We want to win the lottery. Now, if you watched my video last time, I want to talk about what's happening right now, because you're going to see things happen for you for your hard work. And you're going to see things happen for you for your positive thoughts and your giving. And it may not seem like that's happening, but it is now. The tipping point means that everything comes back around. So what you give, you receive. And sometimes it just takes longer. But hang in there. Don't ever do anything because you want to get something. Do it because you don't need to get something. What you're doing is just the right thing. And some of you are sacrificing so much. You're taking care of people who are ill. You are struggling maybe financially. You're in relationships. And all that can change. You have to make decisions about your life, and you have to take action. So, you know, if I wasn't out there in these groups with startup companies and investigating all these really wonderful investors, they wouldn't know I existed. So I was taking action. So you have to participate in this world. It's time to take action and go into it. And I used to have an ad. I used to tease people. I said, you can't sit on the couch and meditate. I want to win the lottery, and, you know, go buy the ticket. So that's what I did. I bought a ticket. Now, it's gotten to be a joke with my friends and a lot of other people that I win. I always win. You know, they have a drawing. She won. She won again. As soon as I walk into a room, they go, oh, geez. What? It's not me. Okay, it's me. It's me getting out of the way of limitations. I don't need to win. So when I happened to be standing in the grocery store, got a little bit of cash from returning a water bottle, and no, it wasn't plastic, and is recycling a non-plastic item. And I thought, I'm just gonna, it's a couple bucks I'll pop in because I always win. But I don't gamble. I don't gamble because I don't have the mentality that I'm trying to get something all the time, trying to get money or whatever. It's something when you don't place importance on it, all of a sudden it's not ruling, it's not controlling you. So I put a couple bucks in, and I came back home, scratched, and I didn't win. I went, wow, that's unusual. So I went to bed, and the next day I thought, that's really weird that I didn't win. I know that, seriously, that's how much I win. And so I looked and I realized I had actually not scratched off the winning numbers. I scratched off a couple numbers up here that were actually bonus numbers, not the actual winning numbers. And I went, ow. Okay, here we go. 25, your number is 25. So I won 20 bucks. Yeah, I'm not playing big, but I won 20 bucks for a couple bucks. So I actually would not have known if I hadn't gone back and thought, I need to take another look at this. I want you to take another look at a situation that you're in, because there's another reality within it that you could shift into. And sometimes it shifts anyways, and you look back and you go, wait a second, I'm in a reality, and that's not what I did there, but that's what's happening here, right? Okay, so I'll give you an example. Loss of time. And now I don't mean an abduction, alien abduction. I'm talking about, or maybe gaining time. I did that before. I've been running and, looked at my watch and it was noon, and then all of a sudden I was at the end of the block. I looked at my watch and it was noon. Okay, I just went like 2 blocks. And it's the same time. No, there was nothing wrong with the clock. I somehow jumped forward. You're going to start seeing stuff like that happening. Why? We're losing our grip. You're going to love this. We're losing our grip on, in other words, our belief that this is actual reality. We are recognizing it's not, and it's an illusion. So the more we go into the expansive space of all creation, that I can create all kinds of realities, it stops being, so let's just say, solid. And so it becomes more malleable and flexible. You're going to see other beings showing up, orbs, lights, beings, maybe angels will show up. It could be anything. It could be all kinds of things, because everything exists out there. Because we're not believing it anymore. We know it is just a fabrication. So time doesn't exist. So you're going to see time shifting sometimes, some weird stuff happening. You love this. You're going to go back and go, okay, yesterday I didn't win the lottery, but today I did. Yeah? And you'd say, well, you forgot to, scratch the numbers off here. Yeah, I know. But the new reality, I didn't forget to scratch numbers off. I went and scratched them off. I won my, Pepperdine University Most Fundable Companies finalist. In my reality, I'm going after my dreams. I'm taking action in this world, and I'm becoming recognized. I'm now entangled with groups that never even knew I existed. So you have to take the action in the illusion, in the matrix. So this is a game. You can't just sit there and go, okay, I want to be on the leaderboard. You're Pac-Man. You got to play the game. And so, when you get eaten, you go, oh, okay, I'm never going to do that again. And so you find a new way, and then you've got a new reality, a new pathway, a new whatever. And you say, okay, if I'm the person that's always broke, why? I'm doing something consistently to stay there. I have to shift that. So maybe I need to be with somebody else who doesn't think that way, or gives me a different perspective. And so you have to pattern yourself after that thinking that is expansive and is where you want to be. So if you're hanging out with broke people, and a lot of times they like to hang out because it's like it's okay to be broke, because then you don't have to make the effort Well, if you don't want to be broke, then you have to shift who you're hanging out with, what you're doing, what you're learning. You have to see the world differently. You can't look at yourself as stuck in anything, because you can go after anything, right? So, my gosh, what happens if I win this thing, and I think I'm going to? We'll see. If I don't, it's not going to define me. But the fact that I was recognized as a finalist tells me I'm doing some things that are worth receiving back. So those efforts received recognition, whereas I could say, oh, I can never do that, so I don't put the effort in the first place. You will never know, so you have to put the effort in. If that's what you want, go for it. It's not going to be comfortable, right? I have to sit here for about 2 to 3 hours and complete my requirements for them to decide if I am the final pick. So I'm doing a lot of work. I'm going to be working 10, 12 hours every day until I get that in. Why? Because I want it. I think it's great. It's going to change my reality. Why? Because digitalexplorers.net is a company that is dear to my heart, because I think I'm going to change the world, and I know I am. My students have changed. I'm changing how we do business. We're planet conscious businesses. I want the world to have an option that we haven't had before. Are you doing that? If you're giving an option to somebody to be nicer, to stand up and be recognized, to be compassionate, if you give other people an opportunity to be great, and be great yourself. So make that effort. I drove my friend to a medical procedure at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm talking 2 seconds, actually less than it took me to count to 1, 2. The car in front of us got totaled. Right in front of us, totaled by a car that pulled straight into it, and it was a, straight head-on collision. 2 seconds and it could have been me. Why wasn't it? I'm going to tell you something right now. Everything's exactly the way it should be. And that's not to say, oh, they deserved it. They didn't. But they were getting something out of that. They were gaining something from that. There was an experience that came from that. It wasn't meant for me. So there are, the 3 most powerful words is I don't know. I don't know why it wasn't me. For 2 seconds. There are going to be 101 things going on out there that you won't be able to know about. Don't try to. I didn't even know that this award existed. So you can try and manifest anything you want, but there are things you don't even know exist that are for you. And you get that phone call, or somebody says, hey, I have an opportunity for you, and you don't even know who it is. So how can you try to manifest things if you don't even know what exists for you? So these are the limitations that most people have. They're dealing with what they physically know in their current reality. And the reality that's expansive is way beyond that. It's a house you never saw. It's a relationship you couldn't imagine. It's a job that you didn't even know you were qualified for. It's an amount of money that you never dreamed you could have, but all of a sudden you're okay if you earn that. And imagine what you can do with it. And you're okay with taking that money, receiving the money, because now you're not thinking like a person that says it's bad to earn a lot of money. And so now you go into the world and you say, you know what? We are equal, beautiful light beings, and we can have anything we desire. It's how we receive it and what we do, how we give. So you're going to see a lot of things coming back to you right now. So if you've been really awesome and you've been really giving, and you're not going, oh, how come I'm not getting, I'm always giving. I'm like, oh no, you're not really giving if you think you're going to get something back. Your intentions are not pure. They're not really on the giving level. You got to just give and let it go and know that you're going to be so rewarded. And just know that and be happy with it, even though you might be going through challenges. It's going to come back to you. Your reaction, how you handle things, is everything. So I see people get angry. It's because they're upset in their own lives. It's not personal. And it's really sad, because sometimes people, they get pissy with you. And you're like, I didn't do anything. And so you think, okay, I don't know what they're in, but I don't want to be around it, to be honest with you. I'm over it. So what do you need to do then? You have to pick and choose your frequencies. So if you don't want to tune into rock and roll and you want classical, tune into classical and you'll live in that reality. It's not a rejection of that. It's just respect for yourself and not being an enabler of that, I call it bad behavior. So focus on that which you can change, shine your light on, that wants to be changed, that wants the change. So do the good things and, give. Just give. And so you're going to see some amazing things. Things will disappear. Do you remember? Oh my gosh, it was happening to me constantly. My phone, a pen that I had lost for months, all of a sudden is sitting on my desk that I, was looking for months for my favorite pen. And I just sat there and stared at it and I thought, no way. What brought... There are portals, there are unlimited dimensions, there are realities, there's no limit here. So things will pop in and out. The less we are attached to what we think is the solid real world isn't, you will see miracles. Are you ready for that? So send out great vibes that I do get this award, because the response is going to be a lot of people that know that this is an option for them to create a planet conscious business. A lot of entrepreneurs, this make money online. That's not going to do anything. They're not successful anyways. It's just a lot of hooey. What if we built something really amazing and changed your life and you went, this is what I came here for. Now, this is what I came here for. So I earn money doing something that changes lives. And so should you, if that's what your goal is. You can do it. Everybody's capable. Don't feel bad about receiving. You're going to start receiving. That's a limitation too. If you block it, okay. Give. Go ahead and give till you drop. Receiving creates a really nice balance. All right, so when people give me stuff, I'm like, thank you. And I never used to be that way. I was like, my family, oh no, I can't take that. And I thought, wait a second, you're robbing people of gifting you things. So I go, oh, yes, I love gifts. Thank you. Because I give plenty. Okay, are you ready for this? This is what's happening, and it's here for you. And get ready to receive, but continually just give and have no expectations from the giving or the receiving. And those opportunities that you never dreamed of are going to show up. So, you guys, digital explorers, come on over. Planet Conscious Businesses, we start from scratch. You need no background in anything. You don't even have to know what you want to do. That's what makes my platform so unique. We find out what it is, and the first half is just us having fun, figuring out your passion, and then we figure out how to monetize it. It's pretty cool. It's a journey of self-discovery and then becoming a business person, a real one. And maybe you'll have an investor that says, I'd like to invest in your company and partner with you and grow this business. And you'll say, yeah, thank you. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.